At first, it is shown that Bassanio is not a true friend to Antonio. That is because he intends to ask Antonio for money in order to go to Belmont and win Portia as a wife. This reveals Bassanio's greed because he continuously obtains money from Antonio to cover up his personal debts and other expenses. When meeting Antonio, Bassanio comes straight to the point to ask him for money instead of questioning about his sadness, which shows how he really only comes to see him for the money. In this conversation, it is also revealed that Bassanio does not truly or sincerely love Portia, because he states how he wants to win her in order to cover up his present debts. As Antonio and Bassanio meet Shylock to get the 3,000 ducats, Shylock wants to make the deal only if Antonio agrees to give a pound of his flesh if he fails to comply with the contract. Bassanio does tell Antonio to disagree with Shylock's terms, but yet he allows Antonio to sign the contract. By allowing Antonio to sign the contract, Bassanio lets Shylock seek his revenge by eventually letting him get his pound of flesh. This divulges that Bassanio does not care much about Antonio, as Antonio does with him, because he is putting his friend's life at risk in order to get the money he needs. This also reveals Bassanio's selfish manner when considering his friendship with Antonio. As Bassanio wins Portia by picking the lead casket, she offers all her wealth to him. Portia providing Bassanio with the ownership to all her wealth causes him to realize that she is a pure-hearted person and truly loves him. This also causes Bassanio to truly love Portia back, because he comprehends that she gave up all her wealth just for him. Bassanio agrees to keep Portia's ring safe with him forever, which shows that he is committing to an honest relationship with Portia. At this point, Bassanio alters as a character, because before he only loved Portia for her money, but now realizes that she sincerely loves him and decides to follow a true relationship with her. As Antonio is at the point where he is about to end up in demise for Bassanio's death, Bassanio reveals his true love for him. Bassanio states that he will sacrifice anything in order to save his friend, Antonio. He realizes that he cannot live with the fact that his true friend is going to die, so he reveals that he will give up anything to save Antonio. This is a point of dramatic character development, because Bassanio realizes truthfulness of Antonio's friendship and decides to do anything back in order to save his life. The one-sided friendship is removed as Bassanio states that he would do anything back in order to save Antonio. After Antonio is saved, the lawyer, who's really Portia, asks Bassanio to give her the ring that he has. Bassanio resists at first, but decides to give the ring after Antonio advises him to do so. This reveals an immense development of Bassanio as a character, because he realizes that friendship is the most important thing, and proves so by making a big sacrifice for his friend, who did the same thing for him many times. Portia gives Bassanio the ring to keep forever, and represent the significance of his love for her. Bassanio changes as a person, because he goes against his wife's order to make a sacrifice for his friendship. This removes the greed that once existed within Bassanio, as he only wanted money from his friendship with Antonio before. After Bassanio returns home with Antonio, Portia begins to show madness towards Bassanio because he gives away her ring away to the lawyer, which is really Portia, as a sacrifice for his friend. As Portia thinks about leaving, Bassanio realizes that he made a mistake in giving away the ring that had a lot of significance towards their relationship. This reveals dramatic character development because Bassanio shows love to Portia as she decides to leave him. He begins to understand that he wants Portia not just for her wealth, but for her love too. That is why Bassanio promises that he will never break an oath again in his life.